I honestly don't know how people do YouTube for a living, because this is about the 20th time I've done this freaking intro and I just can't get into it. I don't know how to explain it, but judging if I title this correctly, just gonna be showing whoever watches this a few of my title belts. Currently we're in like month 3 of quarantine, so this is what I'm doing with my time. Sad, I know. But I guess we'll start left from right. So, got this maybe 2 years ago. WWE Women's Championship. It's not a replica, it's one of those championships. I'll just bring it out here. It's one of those championships that they sold at Toys R Us for about $100. I'm not really a belt collector, believe it or not, but I figured I'll get this one. I'm a big fan of the current WWE title design, even though I think they're overdoing it. It's still a pretty dope design. So that one, yeah, $100. Got it around 2 years ago. I got the regular WWE Championship, so I thought I'd get the women's one too. Speaking of the regular WWE Championship, this is the next one. I literally just got this today. It's really heavy. This is an actual replica. So I'm just gonna cut it real quick to show you the full belt. Alright, so you're just gonna have to bear with me because I am really sucky at this YouTube thing. But anyway, this is a replica WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. Not only that, I'm sure you've noticed, but I also got Triple H side plates. It was really easy to unscrew the side plates. I'll zoom in on them now. If I could focus it, there we go, perfect. I'm gonna give you a perfect focus view of this championship because it is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of the current design, even though I think they're overdoing it with this design, just adding different colors to it, you know, adding different like straps and whatnot. But I'm still a huge fan. So this is the case that it comes in. Really love this case. It's one of Triple H's logos, and like I said, I already put the side plates in. It's a really beautiful belt. It's my second favorite one I have so far. And I'm just gonna do a side-by-side comparison to the $100 one from Toys R Us, just to give you guys a clue of what you're really paying for in WWE Shop. Alright, so I took all the other belts out just to compare these two. So the top one, as you can see, a lot more detailed, custom side plates compared to the bottom one. I tried to polish it off before, dust it off before I made the video, but there's still quite a bit of dust on it. But as you can see, of course, only I would go to Toys R Us and get the one defective one they have. I have never noticed this. Well, I noticed it when I got it. When I opened it for Christmas. And not when I bought it. But the side plates are upside down. And since this is the one from Toys R Us, you can't really unscrew it like you can the replica, obviously. So once I opened it on Christmas Day, I was like, holy shit, the side plates are upside down. Both of them, not even one of them, just both of them. And I was so upset. I was like, of course, I am the only one that probably has a defective belt. But then I was like, you know what? It could be custom Miz side plates. That's what I use to comfort myself. Anyway, this is the difference between both of them. As you could clearly see, a lot more detail in the replica. This, if you can hear it, clearly plastic, all out metal for this one. And then, as I said, a lot of dust on it. Not only are the side plates upside down, but as soon as I opened it, a clear chip in the paint right there. Whereas this one, I know a lot of people have missing diamonds, missing, well, not diamonds, but missing jewels on it. But I've inspected the replica today and nothing's missing so far. I still have the bag of jewels just in case, but nothing so far that I could see. And just to give you another comparison, on the left you have the Toys R Us belt, on the right you have the replica. Absolutely love these Triple H side plates. I was close to getting either Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens, but those Triple H side plates are probably the sexiest side plates on WWE Shop to me, in my opinion. They're absolutely awesome. I'll go on to the next belt now. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do it belt by belt. Just gonna save the best one for last. You already saw it, but I'll save it for last. So this is the commemorative, believe it or not, Intercontinental Championship. I'm trying to unhook it now. It's an absolute beauty. Give you a better look at it here. Absolute beauty. I already have fingerprints on it. I haven't polished this off yet, but it is the commemorative version. Gold tip there. And I've done research on, you know, what's the difference between the replica and the commemorative. Obviously this is hard plastic, but a lot of people said, you know, there's a minor difference besides, you know, the plates being metal or plastic. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna go on display anyway once I get my shelf, so might as well just get the commemorative if both of them are basically the same. But absolutely adore this championship. This is my favorite Intercontinental Championship design, including the white strap. I'm not really fond of the yellow strap or the black strap. I love this white strap so much. Definitely one of my favorite WWE belts in history. Has the new network logo on it. Absolutely beautiful belt. This was actually the first one I got compared to all the other ones. A lot of fingerprints on it. I apologize for that. But once I set them all back on the bed, I'll take care of it. But, yep. Commemorative Intercontinental Championship. Now, this is probably my favorite belt in my collection so far. It is John Cena's WWE spinner belt. This, I can't even tell you how heavy this is. It is the heaviest belt in the collection. It is a replica. They don't sell the commemorative version anymore. I know the commemorative version had a magnet over here to have it stop here, but every time you would spin it, it would, you know, create a annoying sound. This one barely makes any sound. It just depends on the angle you have it at where the metal clashes. So let me just give it a spin. Yeah, it depends on the angle you have it at, the metal will clash. Don't have a nameplate on it yet. I'm thinking about getting either CM Punk, Cena, or Jeff Hardy's nameplate. Oh, stopped it right there. Speaking of The Miz, I actually just watched WrestleMania 27 yesterday on the network. Still as bad as I, remember. But wanted to watch it just because of the Triple H versus The Undertaker match, and I ended up watching the whole thing. Anyway, the only thing I don't like about this replica is that, it has the restricted logo, or the restricted trademark logo everywhere. Let's see if we can find it. Yep, over here. I'm not 100% sure if the actual title belt has that restricted trademark logo, but I don't know. I just, it triggers me that there's no gem here. But I mean, this belt, look at the design. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna lay it down for you here. And the straps can't help but be flexible because of how heavy it is. So if you're, it stopped perfectly there. If you're worried about the straps not being flexible or not, this is the belt for you if you want it to be flexible. Because this belt is so heavy that even if the straps are stiff, the heaviness of the plates are gonna make it flexible. This belt, I've always wanted this belt since I was little. And as you can see, this was actually the first title belt I've ever gotten. That was probably like 11, 12 years ago. And then I got that one from a friend, and that one I don't remember actually getting, but I always know this was my go-to belt. Had Triple H on the Tag Team Championship. I had Jeff Hardy on the nameplate over there, but once my brother went through his WWE phase, he wrote his name over it, so that kind of triggered me. So this one barely moves because I glued the outside rim shut, because this made a really annoying sound when it spun, so I glued the outside of it here, and it still holds up pretty good. But for this one, there's a couple different ways you could stop it from spinning, but I don't know if I want to do that yet. I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous when it's in place, but I don't know, it's just really fun to spin. I have it on one of my shelves now. I'm waiting for the new shelf to come in, but at random times, I'll just give it a spin. When I shine a light on it, everything just, it's so blinged out. It's such a blinged out championship. It's unbelievable. Absolutely love. This is probably my favorite championship in this collection. Again, with the fingerprints, sorry about it. Again, not really good at this YouTube thing, but next time I get a championship belt, I'll polish it off before making a video. Yeah, at certain angles, it'll stay in place. But then if you're holding it upright like this, it'll most likely stay at that angle. But yeah, there's a couple different ways you could hold it in place. Some take the entire plate out, some wedge like a piece of, cardboard or something in here to make it stop. And I've seen this really ghetto version of where, I guess you can't do it. I think someone taped the spinner somewhere in the middle here, but I didn't even notice there's this patch with the new WWE logo on it. So I guess I can't do that. I wasn't going to do that one anyway. But the only thing with this championship is that there's this thread hanging over here. I could cut it, it's no problem, but that was the only default, if you want to call it, in getting this championship. I was really surprised. I was expecting a lot of these jewels to fall off during the shipment, but all of them stayed on. So I'm just gonna get one more final shot of everything, and I'll end this video because it's already gone on too long. Alright, so I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick. Just as a recap, Toys R Us Women's Championship, Triple H side-plated WWE Championship. One more look at those sexy side plates. And then my favorite in the collection, WWE Spinner logo Championship. And then the Continental Commemorative Championship. Now I understand belt collectors when they said, once you get your first replica, this was my first ever replica. Once you get your first replica, you'll never go back to commemorative. Definitely, really true. So, yep. Just a video to pass the time during quarantine of my little belt collection here. I wouldn't really call myself a belt collector because I really only get the belts that I want, not really looking to get them all. But I do have one more belt coming in probably a month from now, and it is the AEW World Championship, and I cannot wait for that to come in. I can't wait to do a video on it too. If I think this is heavy, once that comes in, the spinner belt's it's not even gonna compare to the AEW Championship. But yeah, hopefully we're not in quarantine once that comes in. But I'll try to do a video on it. But yeah, just a stupid video to pass the time. And I'll catch you guys maybe when the AEW Championship comes in. See you later.